made his appeal
Can,
that we
can,
don't persecute him.
can,
You know what I mean? Go ahead.
can you see me, bro?
Yeah, yeah,
Can you hear me? Can you hear me good?
yeah. I can hear
Driving,
you.
bro. I was so in. I mean, I'm just interested in the conversation. I'm driving. I'm trying to get some light on myself, but you know, I'll be stopped I'll stop in a minute. But I really want to get in on this thing, man. And I want
Been
to,
weird. That's what I'm saying. That's why we
yeah,
can't dismiss this shit like it's unheard of or
right,
like it's hard to believe because he been weird. Go
right.
ahead, bro. I ain't mean it.
But let me say this because I want to say something off of what I had text in the chat, right?
Uh,
When I say that the power that be has spent trillions um, morally decaying the people in the world. The reason why I'm saying that is because now we was the last. When I say we, I'm talking black people. We was the
mhm.
last ounce of morality in this earth, man. We was the one upholding the morality. Now that they've incentivized uh, immorality, they've incentivized sexy reds. They incentivize the foolery, the foolishness amongst our people. And when you put us at a disadvantage, quote unquote, where you coming from poverty or whatever the case may be, or you coming you less than nothing, and you sell out. Like you said, they put you in a position where okay, well I can get this record deal if I participate in the foolishness. Or if I
Right.
sell my people, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is they've calculated this. It's and that's where I will give you a little pushback when you say Sex and Red is not a plan. They they've they meticulously put these people together. Like they know what's our downfall gonna be. They know
See, but
exactly what
see,
make us tick. I'm saying,
but see,
oh,
I don't speak from a hypothetical. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was in music,
mhm,
I've seen a group of friends, right,
right,
that simply picked one of like there was a female member of this friend group, and they was like, you know what, we can make her an artist. Can't rap, nothing. Ain't
right,
got rhythm,
right,
nothing. And they write her some rhymes and create her an image, all of that, and they
right.
start grinding her out. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying to that, but not to that extent though. That's what I'm saying. Not to the debauchery that we seeing now. Like okay, we'll write us some rhyme, but it's not gonna be. It's gonna be on some Queen Latifah type hit or some
What?
MC like
No.
who
What? Bruh.
who name
People
me one. No
name
no
me
no no
one.
no
Name,
name me
name,
one.
name you one
Name me
what?
one. Name me one outside of Lil Kim that came with that philosophy that they coming with now.
Look
When we grew up.
Kim,
You say you
Foxy
came up in the
Brown,
90s now.
Look
Name me
Look
something, a
Kim,
female in the
Foxy
90s.
Brown.
She wasn't
Can you
talking
hear
like
me?
that, though.
Listen, I got a whole list. Look
Okay,
Kim, Foxy Brown,
okay.
Adina Howard, um, Mia or Maya. I don't my neck, my back. Um, Jackie O. What was her name? It was a
Huh?
bunch, bro.
Yeah, I'm
It
saying,
was a bunch.
but I'm saying they didn't come out in the 90s, though. Like Jackie O and all of them came out in the 2000s.
Look,
I'm saying
we
like in
can
the
go all the
90s
way
growing up.
back to when music was on vinyl
Right.
and find sexy reds, bro. That was
I
talking freaky and
you
all
can
that. And they
I ain't
wasn't no
saying not
industry
talking.
plants. They
See,
were
hold on.
simply expressing themselves.
But, but what I'm trying to say is though, too, I'm not saying that you're not gonna find none that was talking provocative. What I'm saying is, because back when we were coming up, it was a parental advisory on records that you couldn't just children couldn't just go get a record with cussing on it. If it
Right,
was a parental advisory, you had to have your parents to go and get those albums. It wasn't
right,
no such thing as downloading at your free will. You could just download some music and get what you want.
right.
That's not how it went. That's why I'm saying when you morally decay people in a society,
But
it
I'm
allows them.
not keep in mind I'm not disagreeing with you. I just feel like your speech is kind of divorcing us from the responsibility because you can bring as much crack to the hood as you want. Somebody has to make a choice to pick it up and sell it.
Yes, you're
Right?
right about that though. But I'm saying
The
when you
devil in general don't make nobody do
didn't
nothing. He
say that,
entices, he leads, he whispers. He don't make nobody do nothing.
I didn't
So
say it.
we still talking about conscious choices,
Right,
decisions that are being made. You know what I mean? And we got to
right.
make better choices. My point is we're still doing it. We're still doing it. People talking about free Diddy right now.
I mean, but even with that, but we don't know Diddy personally. I don't know him personally. Who know him?
What you mean by that?
I don't know Diddy. I don't know what the allegations they putting out there, if they true or false. I don't know. I
You don't
don't know
know
what
if
they
they
do.
true or false.
No, I don't. I'm not in this bedroom. I'm saying they don't even know. They showed you a video of him beating on that girl. Now I'm not condoning that. We know that's morally wrong. We know that's absolutely insane to be jumping on that woman.
The
But
whole
all the other
indictment was
allegations they got.
unsealed.
But I'm
I
saying
got the
all the
whole
other
indictment
allegations.
here on my. I got the whole indictment right here on my computer. It's been unsealed.
But what I'm
So
saying,
the
but true, what I'm saying to you is this:
mhm.
how many black men have they falsely accused and took down
You
under the
tell
count?
me,
So many.
name them. Who like
But
who?
you got people that coming out of jail right now. They're saying they don't been in jail for 40 years and been and talking about they don't rape
Right,
white women back in the day.
right.
They've been
Well,
doing that. So
we talking about, but I'm talking about we know that exists, and I
we
believe it.
can't
We agree.
so we can't dismiss it. We
Let's
can't
not
dismiss it.
dismiss that.
That's
Let's
what I'm
not
saying.
dismiss that. Freedom people.
Right.
But I'm talking about high profile, household
Okay.
names,
What I'm
those of
saying,
influence, those in positions of power.
that's what I'm going at. Because the simple fact we already know I'm not see one thing I can do, I can separate uh I can separate the fact that a person, if I knew a person personally, that's a
Mm-hmm.
different story. But if you're gonna allow this man to do the things he's done for 30 years, and now all
Who
because
who
of
allowing it?
the powers that be,
See, that's what I'm saying.
the same people that put him up there.
That's where we differ because we are the powers that be. Like I don't even agree with that phrase.
Okay,
We
so
are the powers that be. Nobody has any power over you unless
you
you give it to them.
I understand that. I understand that 100%. But see, when you throw in the factor of what we just said about the women and the children, when you leave women to fend for themselves with no protection, with just children and the women, see, this is the result, bro. This is the result you get. This is the result you get
That's
with P. Diddy. You get a P. Diddy.
that's
You
my
get a R.
point.
Kelly. I'm
That's
just
my
saying.
point.
Okay, so what I'm saying to you is it's meticulous. They in the buildings. They in the meetings, the meeting room, trying to figure out how to keep us down. That's their whole objective.
Man, listen. Ain't you know you my boy. You know I love you all the way, long way.
Yeah,
I'm not about that, bro. When it went that the they mentality, I'm not about that. Like we can talk about they and them once, and that's identifying the problem. We've been identified it. We knew we
yeah,
ain't bring crack to the hood
right,
ourselves. We knew, you know what I'm
right,
saying? Like it's been identified. Like at that point, it don't matter what they formulate, we gotta go along with it. It don't matter what they come up with, we gotta
yeah,
go along with it.
right.
And we continue to make that
But that's
choice.
just us. Me and you might be the out of. I'm just saying, like your philosophy, your mentality, mine, and it might we might already identified it, but there's so many of us that have not identified the problem and still tote that mentality. So therefore, this is the result, bro. Like I'm like the proof is in the pudding, man. You got over 40, 50 years of paperwork to see the debauchery that's going on right now from the time of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King when they used to do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's on a whole nother level now. Like you don't have no stand-up guys like them. Period. Nowhere. Walking around nowhere.
No, that's definitely not true.
Well, name me one.
They may not be in the limelight, in the
I'm
spotlight, because
saying, but what that?
that's not what we highlight.
I,
Again, another decision that
exactly.
we continue to make. So
Okay.
we highlight the negativity more than we highlight. There's plenty of them.
Well,
We don't
okay.
highlight them.
So how can we highlight the ones that I'm talking about, like the new Malcolm X and all of them stuff? How can we highlight them? Because when I say the powers that be, they got the control of all the media
Put it
outputs
like
and all that
this:
stuff.
when
Like
we talking about progress, no, they don't. They used to. They don't have. That's why I say we are the powers that be. They used to have the control of everything that came across your screen.
right,
They lost that control
right,
with the advent and the exploding of social media.
Right.
Then it was in our hands, and we continue to squander it. We rather like make skits and whatnot. Ain't nothing wrong with skits, but I'm saying we got to
Yeah.
do something else too.
But see,
You know
that's
what I'm
what.
saying?
But
We got to
somebody,
do the work too.
but that's what I'm talking about. That's why we ain't gonna. That's why, and then that's another reason why we ain't gonna never get no. Cause we can't see eye to eye. The
That's
men
what I was saying.
can't
That's
see
what I
eye to
was
eye.
saying. When we talking about progress, right? And you talking about the position in the world, how we got there. Okay, cool. Let's call that darkness.
Mm-hmm.
You saying there's a lot of darkness in the world,
Right.
right? But if we're talking about progress, we want to move forward. So imagine, and you said, how do we highlight it? Imagine you're in a dark room, right? When you're in a dark room, you move slow, you touching for everything because you don't
Mm-hmm.
know what's where. You know what I mean? You're making very little progress, right? But when you shine that light, and shining that
Mm-hmm.
light is sometimes simply expressing yourself, holding self and others accountable, introspection, stuff like that. That's shining that light. When you shine that light, you can move much faster, right?
Yeah.
When you shine your light, the next person around you may not even be shining theirs, but just you shining yours help them on their path, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how can we highlight it? By doing the introspection, by holding ourselves and others accountable, by shining our light. The more light we shine, the more progress we can make because we can see where we're going.
Right.
Because until then, we're just flailing around in the dark. We're not getting nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we scared to hold the next man accountable, right? So you say you don't know Buddy personally. I don't either. But what I do know is, as a human, right? And the things that are hardwired into us as humans is hard to counteract. As a human, we are wired to put our best foot forward.
Yeah.
So when we come online, we try to come on as our best. I came on tonight, did my hair, I got a fresh shave, you know what I'm saying? I brushed my teeth, all that. That's what we do as humans. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All these years, what have we been getting out of Diddy outside of his work is not his best. But if we saying people put their best forward, right, then we got to
Mm-hmm.
examine, is this the best is what he has to offer? Because I'm not
Right.
talking about, I'm talking about like down to the gritty.
I agree.
Like when you walk in a group of men and you like, uh, why you ain't spend your birthday with me? You know what I mean? Everybody at the table uncomfortable. Clearly, all it takes is a little emotional intelligence. Everybody's
Right.
uncomfortable,
Right.
right? You got to
Right.
read it. We have to
Right. I'm
read
not.
into that. Like they don't come
No.
from
No.
nowhere.
But see, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that he's right or wrong. I'm not saying there's nothing fruity about him or whatever the case may be. What I'm saying is, when the world has morally decayed everything, like
Mhm.
every single solitary thing is decayed. There's no morality in nothing. So what I'm saying is, even if he is guilty of whatever he did, they allow that foolishness. Where they at?
We
They allow. I'm
allowed
saying,
that foolishness.
what I'm saying is, we was the last stand for morality. That's what I'm saying.
Then why
We
you
was the last
saying
stand
they allowed that foolishness? We
because
allowed that foolishness.
because what I'm saying is, that's their world. That's their arena. That's what they do. That's their arena. And he chose to go into that arena with them. And the majority of the people went in there with him. And now it's a money grab and all kind of extra stuff that they're trying to peel back with. So that's him. That's on him. That's his fault. He got to take the fall now. Now you go on to take the fall since you want to indulge in that. We know that it's wrong, but society don't think that. Society don't think he wrong. So that's what they promote. You can go into a school right now and it's drag queens and that's talking to your baby.
Because we
They don't think nothing wrong
allow
with
it.
that. I'm just
Because
saying,
we allow it. That's what I'm
okay,
saying.
but
So that's
I'm
the
just
whole
saying they
point
don't.
of this
I got
live
you.
because
I got you, but
I
they
don't
don't think it's
allow it.
nothing wrong with it. They don't think it's nothing wrong with it though. So now we the one putting his feet under the fire, and they going to get him now. Because I guarantee you, if we were standing up and saying, "No, I don't think he did it," their tune will change. But you got
They who?
it's our people that putting them under the jail.
And I'm one of them.
Okay,
Mikey,
that's what I'm
what's
trying to
going
say.
on?
That's what I'm trying to say, bro.
That's my
We
point,
can't.
bro.
But he
Because
chose to go on that side, though, bro.
huh?
He chose to go on that side. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say
But
this
it don't
too.
matter if he chose to go on that side or not because he didn't He didn't cross over to that side and remove himself from whatever other side, right? So
Right.
these men and women that are being traumatized, right, are still on this side or whatever side they on. That's the catch-22. Like, that's what we got to put a stop to, because hurt people that don't seek healing hurt people. You know
Oh,
what I'm
I
saying?
got you. But let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. And see, I just saying it's just like you going to it's just like you going to let me put it in this perspective. You remember that movie Boys in the Hood, right?
I never seen
You
it.
you never seen Boys in the Hood?
I never seen
Okay.
it. They be
Look,
mad at me. I never watched any of the iconic black movies.
okay,
Sorry.
why did though? Why did though? Ricky got killed, and all his homeboys jumped in the car to go kill the people that killed him. While they were
Mm-hmm.
riding, while they were riding and telling to go, Trey, his best friend, said, "Let me out the car," before they went to go kill them boys. He got out,
Uh-huh.
he got out the car, and guess what? Everybody in the car died eventually, but him. So my point is, the point I'm making with that is, if you go to a gunfight, 9 out of 10 you're gonna die. So if it don't matter what scenario you put in, it could be a woman or a man. So if you wrong, you wrong. You right, you right. So you get what you deserve, bro. It ain't no way around it, bro. You gonna reap what you sow, man. So if
I
you
don't know if
dealing
I
in the,
understand where you was going with that.
I'm saying, if you put yourself in harm's way,
Mm-hmm.
don't try to come back 30 years now to try to correct it because you think you can.
I
I don't
still don't
agree with that.
follow you. I still don't follow you.
Okay, here you go. New York City back in 2000 and what was it? 2022. They opened up a case law that gave everybody like 30 or 40, like a 3 months or 4 months to come forward with any kind of sexual crime or anything that they wanted to. They
Uh-huh.
came with the crime bill. They opened up the case law, and
Okay.
that's when everybody started coming with all they little things with P Diddy and all that stuff there. They opened
Mm-hmm.
that up on purpose for home. So what I'm saying is, if
Bruh,
you
hold on. Let's stop. Full stop. Full
okay,
stop. They opened it up for him, right?
yeah,
They
yeah,
also opened it up for me, you,
yeah,
every other
absolutely,
man.
absolutely,
Right. So if
absolutely.
you that
I'm saying, but we
it's
know
not
about it
a
though. But we
huh?
know about it though.
It don't matter.
It do matter.
What you
It do matter.
mean?
You saying it. I'm saying if they say that it's okay to be a homosexual, if it's okay for him to be a homosexual in this earth, I'm just giving you an example. If it's okay for him to be a homosexual right now, why is it that because he doing it on video, it ain't okay?
Because the males were prostitutes. They were commercial
And that's
sex
what they
workers.
say though. That's what
Listen,
they
you
say.
want to
You don't
answer? I'm
know
gonna
that.
give you an answer.
That's okay.
Because the males were commercial sex workers who he was paying, right, and flying them out of state or in state,
Okay.
however you want to call it.
Okay.
That's where the law is broken, when you fly them in state or out of state for a sexual service.
Okay.
That's where the law is broken. Now, if he
Okay.
had found some consensual gays, he wouldn't be in this problem. He wouldn't be in this position. You understand what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah, I
That's as
understand
simple
that
as that.
totally. I
So
understand
yeah,
that
they
totally.
opened it up. And when they opened it up, they also opened it up to some false allegations and whatnot. We've seen that. We've seen
Yeah.
it play out in some high-profile cases. But my point is, when you get caught in that cast net, it's a reason. And
Yeah,
that's
I
what I'm talking
agree.
about when I say hold self and others accountable. Do you know
Yes.
the main reason one man don't want to hold the next accountable
I got
is because they scared of what's in their closet. They
I
don't
got
want
you.
their
I got
skeletons to
I,
come out.
I got you.
That's why they say
That's why
he without the what they say, he
the
without something cast first.
yeah, without seeing he
That's
without
where that
seeing
comes
that
from, right?
I agree with it. I agree
That's
with
my
that. I'm not
point.
but see I'm not saying did it right. I'm not saying he right. I'm not saying he dead wrong if he that's what he doing, bro. Like that's why I say you went into the arena with them. You can't get away like Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner was doing that stuff way before y'all. He been doing that. He That's their arena. You can't go and play with the devil, man.
I never
So,
heard of Hugh Hefner doing
man,
anything like that.
come on, man. Come on, True.
Never
You got
heard
to be
of it.
kidding me, bro.
I,
You got to
I've never
be
heard.
kidding.
All I've
That's
heard
just like
about Hugh Hefner is that he liked to bring women into his mansion. That's it.
man. He bringing underage women in his mansion. You think he the one? That's where he got the Playboy mansion from. P Diddy. That's where he got the Playboy mansion from.
Mm-hmm.
From Hugh Hefner. That man.
See my.
That man.
See,
That
that's
man
my
been
thing.
doing.
My thing is here's my thing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I met too many women in my life that suffer from some form of trauma in their past,
Yeah.
sexual trauma,
Yeah.
by the hands of a
Absolutely.
man, right?
Absolutely.
Regardless of who that man is. That's the bottom line. I don't care what
Yeah.
side he crossed over. The trauma has been caused. We gotta start mitigating that
Okay.
shit, bro. We gotta put a stop
Got.
to it.
I got you. I agree with you 100%. But let's put the fire on everybody head though.
Yeah,
That's what.
yeah. What you
That's
mean?
what I'm talking about. Put the fire on everybody.
Poster for this live?
Yeah, I know, but
Everybody I
I'm
could
just
find
saying.
was on there.
But most folk gonna tuck their tail on that though. They ain't gonna go with that like that.
See,
That's what I'm saying. Cause they.
you missed that was in my introduction. You missed that part on why, because I've had this conversation. They like, why you want to see a black man go down? Let me tell you my why. Because one, disappointment doesn't live where love doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Black is my people. Those are the people I love. I'm highly disappointed by those actions and behaviors. Two, we are the leaders of this world. You just reiterated yourself that night, yourself tonight here in this live.
Absolutely.
Therefore, we set the example.
Absolutely.
So if we nip that in the bud, I ain't saying that it's all gone because there's some sick individuals
right.
out here.
Right. You're
But
right.
as the leaders, like we have to be the start of
I
that. Because we wasn't the start of it. We got to be the start of the end of this. You understand what I'm saying? So that's
100%.
why we are the most influential. That's why.
I agree with that.
Because if we let that ride, and not just let it ride silently, when we say stuff like free Diddy,
Right.
it gives the idea that it's cool.
Right.
Like, oh,
right.
So the people that be telling me stop talking to these women like that, they tripping. I'm gonna get back on my style, how I'm gonna get back to smacking these bitches up. You know what I'm saying? They tell my free Diddy, this, that, and other.
Right.
People still listening to R. Kelly, knowing,
Right.
again, it's somebody else that was on tape because they sick individuals. Now, let me tell you how sick you gotta be in Diddy's case. How sick you gotta be. I don't remember what started the ball rolling, but a few months ago, it came out, the Diddy shit. And at that point, the public knew Diddy was going down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, why he still got 200 some odd tapes, bruh, incriminating himself? You don't see the sickness? Like, that's an actual mental dis-ease to allow yourself, like, I'm still going to hold on to this. You don't destroy it, get rid of it, nothing. That's a sickness, bruh. That's a sickness. You know what I'm saying? That's actually sick. All of that, like even with the baby oil, we ain't talking about 5 bottles, bro. We ain't talking about 10 bottles. We ain't talking about a case. We ain't talking about 2 cases. Over 1,000, bro. That's a sickness, man. Come on, bro.
I mean,
it was funny at first until I really gave it some thought. I'm like, yo, that's a sickness, man.
But
if you came in my house, bro, and you went to use the bathroom and I had 10 bottles of baby oil lined up on the counter, what you gonna think of me? And that's just 10.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna be like, yo, something up with this dude.
I feel you, bro. Listen, I ain't saying you wrong, but all I'm saying is, I just wish that even with like I said, P Diddy, he made his own bed, man. That's what he did, bro. He made his own bed. So, hey, you got to go down, bro. You got to go down.
I would go further to say that he made his own bed, but I would go even further to say we was on the other side. Like when you're making the bed, you need somebody on the other side. We was on the other side, man. We facilitated,
I'm just saying, like,
bro.
Yeah, we facilitated all of that stuff because you look at it. If you support the man music and whatever, yeah. I'm saying as far as, you know what I mean, if you supported that, because like, seriously, man, I'm just giving an example because I like to put an example like that, even though it may get long-winded, it may not, the point it might sink in later on, however the case may be. But I'll just give you a prime example. Like
Mhm.
how we can be, when I say morally decaying, I'm going to keep on saying that because when you look at our people as a whole,
Uh-huh.
I'm saying like in Georgia, you
Uh-oh, your signal broke
can
up a
have
minute.
sex with a
Your
woman.
signal broke up a
You
bit.
can
Go
have
back a
sex
bit.
with a, huh?
I got you now, but your signal broke up.
All right, my bad. You hear me now?
Uh-huh.
Okay. You can have sex with a woman that's 16 years old and it's legal, right? It's legal in Georgia. The legal age of consent is 16 years old. So you can be
Right.
85. A man can be 85 and the girl can be 16 and it's legal, perfectly legal, right?
Right.
But let let that girl send him a picture in the phone. Now he got molestation and child pornography charge. What I'm saying, the reason why I'm saying that is because when you put a standard out there like that, who you holding accountable? Because now you take everything away from the parents. They don't have no control over the child no more. When you giving them age of consent at 16 years old,
So which one you feel like is wrong? That lower age of consent or the charge for transmitting that kind of media?
I'm saying that the age of consent is too low. But if you want to put it, if you're gonna put it that way, then it should be free game all the way around. Who's shopping on the playground? Who going to the play? Who going to the playground? And then before you even go there, they got a law in California where you don't get number 10 days for soliciting a minor for prostitution as a homosexual.
I'm not sure what your point is, but I feel like you're making my point because if
The
we
point
don't
the point
start standing up against that and doing something about it, it's gonna get worse, bro.
is
Pedophilia
it's
gonna be
already
legal
got
in
worse.
a couple of years.
It's
No,
over.
I'm talking about to the point where they already got a pedo flag.
Yes,
A flag for
absolutely.
it's going to be
Yes.
legal. So that's my thing. We can't sit back and keep talking about the powers, the powers, the powers. We
But that
are
ain't
the
got
powers that
ain't nothing
be.
but a few gonna make it, man. Hey, this America going down, bro. You might well just go on and count it up. It's over with.
And
Ain't
if
no
we
saving this.
continue to
You think
allow
we can
these
save it?
vicious cycles, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's only gonna get worse
Yeah.
and faster. It's only gonna get worse quicker. That's it.
We better
And
just be
and
making
one
plans
of
to
the
get out of here.
main drivers of that is sexual trauma.
Yes. We better be making plans to get out of here, man.
And go well.
Out of America.
Well,
No,
okay, name
but
somewhere. Just name somewhere.
somewhere over there in close to the Middle East somewhere.
And you
Over
think
there. Over there.
let's say we take the whole Northeast Africa. Let's just say, just throwing that out there.
Okay.
You think these same problems aren't gonna follow us?
They will, but I'm just saying but once you gotta weed it out though now. I'm not saying cause like it's gonna be once the war start, but it's over.
This is the weeding. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah,
This right here
yeah,
is the weeding.
yeah, it
We
is.
can't let people be like free Diddy, free R. Kelly, and think it's cool. It's not. Like too many of us be cool with it, bro. Like,
Oh man, that stuff ain't gonna fly out there. Man. That stuff don't fly in other countries though, man. Like them folk don't allow that stuff like this foodery over here, man. Like they really they might not have it all together, but they ain't letting certain stuff go on,
I'm gonna
man,
be
over there, man.
honest. I'm gonna be honest. You bothering me with the day, cause
No,
we
it can't be no day. It's
allow
because
it.
it's not I can't bother you with that because we know who run this earth, man. Who run this world. This not be naive, bro. Come on now. We don't got no power like that.
We
We don't
do
got no power
have power
like
like
that.
that, bro. We
No, we
do have
don't.
power like that, bro.
We got
Bro,
power.
even God told us
We
we the
got
guess
we
we the
got
best of His
yeah,
creation.
we
So
got power. We
how
got
can we
power.
not have power when the one He told to bow down and recognize our power, right? That is the spearhead of all this we talking about,
But
right? Not the perpetrator, but the spearhead, because he don't make you do nothing. He lead and whisper. How we ain't got power when God told him we the
because
best of His creation?
you're right. But God, but when I say that though, I'm saying what I'm saying is, bro. This is what I'm saying. I have, like I always say, and I try not to bring that my philosophy is to no one understanding, but my foundation, what I know, my God took it away from us. So I know why we in the position that we in. So what I'm
Let's
saying is,
visit that for a
so
minute though,
okay,
because if he did right,
yes,
isn't that curse up? Isn't the period of that
no,
curse up?
it's
The
not.
time
It's
period
not
of
up until
that curse.
it's not up until you start following him.
All right. I'm glad
Not
you
in.
said that because that's a part of following him. Like we
Yes,
ain't
it is.
supposed to be,
Yes,
we not supposed to be
you're right.
pushovers, bro.
You're
We
right.
not supposed to observe what's going on in this world around us that involves us and affects us and our
You're
women
right.
and children and be complacent. We're not
You're
supposed to
right.
be.
You're
So
right.
that's a part of breaking out of that is for us to start taking action and being
I got you.
actually actionable and
Right.
intentional about
Right.
putting an end to
I
it.
agree.
And this is where it starts,
I
man.
agree.
And it ain't because he did it, because I do this all the time. It don't matter who you are. But I know Diddy is a household name. AWOL, what's
Yeah.
going on? I know that people understand who Diddy is, and we can
Right.
use him as an example of what we talking about. You know what I
I,
mean?
I agree.
Especially to the degree at which he was operating. I don't know if
Right.
you've seen the indictment, bro, but it
No, I
goes
mean,
deep, man.
but bro,
And the language,
we know
the
what he.
language,
But like you said, we already knew what he was doing, though. I
I
ain't gonna need.
I had no idea.
I'm
I didn't
saying
know that. I just knew he
we
was mistreating people on a
know he
business
was
level.
weird
I
though.
didn't even know about the Cassie thing.
I'm saying we know he was on some fruity though. That's what I'm talking. Like that's enough to make me stay away
I
from him.
may not like the I may not like, you know what I'm saying,
That's another.
homosexuality,
I'm just
but
saying that's enough to make
I
me
can't
stay away from him
persecute him
though, bro.
for that.
I'm
Like, it
like,
is what it is.
I,
I'm talking about
I,
abuse where you're harming others that cause a trauma that we then start to call a generational curse. And when we look at something as a curse, we feel powerless to do anything about it. No, it's a generational habit that we need to break. You know what I'm saying? And this is where it
so if you
starts. The breaking it starts
let
here.
me Let me ask you a question. So if you knew Jeffrey Dahmer was eating children or eating people, you sending your kids over there?
Would I send my kids over there?
That's what I'm asking.
If
I'm
I
saying
knew if I
if you
knew
knew,
beyond a shadow of a
yes,
doubt that he was eating people
yes,
and he was within my
yes.
reach, I'd send something other than my kids, bro. I
Okay then.
think you know
All,
me
all,
better than that. But
all right then.
that's being
That
actionable. I'm not
that.
just gonna withhold my children and be like, y'all ain't going over there because he eating kids.
So
Nah, we gonna put a
what?
stop to the kid eating.
No, but I'm just saying. What I'm saying is, if you knew Diddy was over there doing, you got $1,000 of baby oil over there, you better not see him over there. You better not even go
Mhm.
nowhere in that man area. You going to his party.
But
He
again,
got your drugs.
I didn't know
So
nothing about that. I
I'm
didn't know nothing about that, bro. I ain't know nothing about none of that. Until that Cassie video came
yeah.
out, I didn't know nothing about none of that. Like, for
Ain't
real.
no
And
way
that's
I'm gonna step
probably
with
the
it.
story for average people. They didn't know.
That boy
And that's
young.
even the story for some people that land themselves into his office. They don't
Mm,
know. You know what I'm saying? They don't
I'm
know.
saying, but what I'm saying is they be putting that paperwork out there, bro. They be making man, those folks. They be knowing what they get into. They know what they get into. They be
I
knowing.
disagree. I don't think
Pussy.
everybody.
Everybody
As a matter of fact, I
might
know
not.
everybody don't know what they're getting into.
Everybody might not. But
Look at Maya. Look at the singer Maya, and look at how far she made it before she realized, oh snap,
yeah,
this ain't where I want to be. What was she,
but,
three records
yep.
in? And now
But yeah,
people think she fell off or whatnot. She's fully
yeah.
active, but she's not in the industry.
She's
She's in
What
the
about the people
business.
that
You know what
did
I
know?
mean?
That was
Right.
the Master
You see what
Survivor
I'm
said.
saying?
Got that.
So
What
that
about the
tells us
people
that
that
there are
did know
people
though?
that don't
Yeah,
know. What about the
but
people
he said,
that do know?
yeah, the ones that did know going into them parties, they knew what was up. That's what I'm saying. But them the
Ah,
one that
you broke up again.
I said them folk going in that party, them the one that were wrong. They supposed to be got too.
That's my point. Now you talking my language. They
Yeah,
should be on the list. That's what
yeah,
I'm
hell
talking
yeah,
about.
hell
That's
yeah.
what I'm
Yeah,
talking about. Us being actionable and taking action. I don't want to go too far, but I think you know what I'm talking about. Like, we
yeah,
got to put
oh
a
yeah,
stop to that shit,
oh
bro.
yeah, absolutely,
We got to put a stop
absolutely,
to it because
absolutely. Hey,
no matter
true.
who's the cause,